Hello, hello! Welcome back to my stream. It is I, your humble host Sketchy. We are back with Reverse 1999 on this Wednesday. And unfortunately, where I live, it's getting hotter and hotter with every day. So, not only I'm melting today, but honestly I expect it to get worse as the time progresses. So, we'll see how lively I will be today, I guess. And of course, the first thing that happens as the stream starts, we are getting spammers. Why wouldn't it happen? Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, I did some research about the character that I've gotten from the pool last stream. Apparently, Flutterpage is a top-tier support character, which is surprising. I didn't expect to get anything good. But she pairs incredibly well, apparently, with Isolde and Beryl, which I don't have, but I plan to get eventually. And they effectively form a team in of themselves. Oh, hey there, mate. Yes, I've heard that on Sunday it's supposed to hit 39 degrees Celsius. I am aware. I cannot wait for that. I expect to honestly move my entire operation to the nearby refrigerator or something, because honestly it won't be a livable condition, at least not for me. At least I have cold drinks to help myself with. And my infection is slowly passing, so my voice won't sound that bad, I hope. I think it sounds better now. It was very nasal in the Monday stream, but it's not too bad now, I think. Okay, so without further ado, let's not yap too much, and let's jump back into the story that we were going through, which is the last evenings on Earth. We are like halfway through, I think. Yeah, this is part 14, and this is like 20-part event, something like that. Let me check to be precise. This event takes... Let me see. Huh? Stages. There we go. So there is total of 23 stages. Surprising. So probably we'll be finishing on Friday somewhere. Fair enough. So let's jump into it. Is the volume okay? Am I sounding quiet compared to the game or not? I think I'm a little bit quiet compared to the game, so let's adjust that. Maybe this will be fine. Right. Let's see how it sounds. Part 14, a call for help. The figure running down the corridor narrowly avoids another container, the ferrofluid violently swirling in his tank. So this is Ulrich.
Flux's sake! I can't work under these dim lights! Could this cheapskate cruise liner not spring for some decent halogens or fluorescence?
Maybe this volume level will be fine. Ulrich briskly makes his way down the corridor, the asymmetrical nuclide air collector inside the briefcase buzzing loudly.
Just as I expected. The closer I get, the more erratically the collector's gauge reacts. I must pinpoint this ship's current location as soon as possible.
Yeah, this sounds alright, I think. For some reason, after I updated the Windows yesterday, volume levels of various things just randomly changed. And I have no good explanation for this. I blame the AI used by Microsoft increasing, because apparently things just randomly break with updates now because of that.
Wait, the readings are a bit off. Ah, is it because of the seawater? Or is there an abundant load of nuclide R in this area?
He crouches down, laying the suitcase on the ground and pounding on it. Is it swearing on us? Or what?
Ah, this thing must be broken. Oh, when I get my hands on the engineers responsible for maintaining this, I swear I'll...
You what, emote at them or what?
Calm yourself and think, Ulrich. Did you miss anything crucial? Yes! The oily slime in the power supply room. A rudimentary test showed that its refractive index and infrared spectrum closely matched our samples from Manus Vindictae.
I'll believe you on your word on that. The ringing of the communicator interrupts his thoughts.
Who's calling? Regulus?
Finally! Oh, I've been trying to reach you for a while now, Ulrich.
Oh yeah, because Ulrich completely missed the whole taking the ship hostage by Manus Vindictae mooks.
Calling to check on the artificial storm project, are you? I still have a way to go. I'll call you when I need a hand or two.
No. I'm afraid I'm not offering you a hand. I'm asking for one. We need you topside, you fabulous fish tank. There's a gang of Manus thugs here.
Yep. Ulrich leaps to his feet. Amid the static, he has caught the most crucial piece of information.
The Manus? Huh. There's sure to be a considerable amount of nuclide within their masks. Perhaps I don't need this unreliable scrap of metal after all.
Right, so he is going to just drain them for resources. That's one way to do it.
Send me your location straight away, Regulus. Where are these Manus thugs?
A surging dark mass of people blocks Ulrich's view.
Lux's sake! This is a bigger crowd than I expected.
His bulb stands out amidst the crowd, causing the spread of a new panic as they retreat from him.
Who is this fucking light bulb?
Oh my god! I don't want to end up with a light bulb for a head!
Jesus Christ, my dude, the hell are you talking about?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Ulrich nimbly dodges the hammer blow, intense electrical impulses surging through his body.
There we are. Another extract of asymmetrical nuclide R.
Effectively, he's sucking them dry as he goes. Pun intended. Though poised to take action, Ulrich is promptly stopped by the pleading hostages.
Ulrich! We're over here!
Wonderful. I should be able to extract even more over there.
He's immediately cut short upon entering the crowd. Ulrich narrowly avoids another attack before finally...
This seems to be a bit more than a gang. Closer to a horde, really. You understated your situation, Regulus.
Ulrich narrowly avoids another attack before finally reuniting with the others. Right. I got interrupted while reading.
Your help is much appreciated all the same, Mr. Ulrich.
Help? Well, I'm afraid I won't be much help to you, Timekeeper. Fighting is far from my specialty.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. You're not that bad.
Blimey!
Regulus feels utterly lost.
They seem to be corralling the guests. At least they aren't hurting them for now.
Operative term being for now.
It isn't about hurting them. She wants to recruit more followers.
More like brainwash more people, but yes. Countless steely, emotionless eyes scan the crowd with icy precision.
Is there a single ship in this whole bleeding world that doesn't belong to either the Foundation or the Manus?
At this point, honestly, not really.
Mr. Ulrich, does Laplace possess any technology that could detect an imminent storm?
We made several attempts to do so in the aftermath of the second storm, but none of them proved effective.
So how does the device on Veltin's wrist work in the first place? Who made it even?
Since that time, we've become reliant on the storm alerts from the Foundation, or more specifically, from you, Timekeeper.
Exactly, and who made that timepiece?
Miss Grace claimed that the storm was coming, and she managed to accurately predict the occurrence of the anomaly outside. Yet, my watches show no sign of an imminent storm.
Well, maybe it's a faked attempt? Like a false positive? Just a regular storm occurrence that isn't magical? Light rain is tapping on the pothole. Sonetto unconsciously tightens the cuffs on her sleeve.
In any event, I believe in you, Timekeeper. Thank you, Sonetto. But it isn't you that I need to convince. It's them.
Countless eyes filled with fear, suspicion and hostility remain fixed on them.
No wonder my readings were going wild. Apologies, Timekeeper. Though nothing would make me happier than disproving Manus Vindictae, I can't deny the possibility that these phenomena are precursors to the storm.
This is not a reassuring answer. Right, and we are getting a solar eclipse in the background as well. The wind howls fiercely. The horizon has become almost completely obscured. Far off islands and faintly visible reefs blend into one another, as if smeared with an even darker shade of paint. Amid the crowd, people slam to the ground, their sobs lingering in the air.
Please, everyone, listen. We have to stay calm.
Struggling to her feet with the help of her crackling box, Barcarola rises to fulfill her duty once again.
I ask you to put your faith in me and in the free breeze.
I once again ask you for your support. Right. Thank you, Bernie.
I should have never come to this party.
Probably shouldn't.
I want to go home. I'm scared. Someone help us. Please.
Barcarola's voice is utterly drowned out by the wails of the crowd.
What can I do to get these people's attention?
A massive sound resonates from the bow of the ship, sending the vibration so strong that many are thrown to the ground.
What? What's happening?
The hell is that?
Due to low visibility at sea, some public services on the free breeze will be temporarily suspended. We apologize for any inconvenience caused.
Right, is that even needed in the situation at hand?
We are now entering an area of treacherous reef. During this time, there may be some sharp shifts in course. In order that we might reach the new era as soon as possible, the free breeze will forge ahead at full speed. Please stay indoors and in case of emergency, hold on to the handrails. I repeat, please stay indoors and hold on to the handrails.
Captain Grace, why in the world is the free breeze going full speed through these reefs?
To embrace the future.
That answers nothing, Grace.
But if we strike any of these reefs, the damage could be catastrophic.
Not as catastrophic as missing our chance to embrace the storm.
Her softly spoken words fall on deaf ears.
Strange loon! I won't stand for this! You're just trying to scare us into joining your cult!
Technically correct.
Oh, I'll bet there's no reef, no storm at all! This is trickery, and I intend to prove it!
And how do you plan to do that?
Do as you wish, sir. Please watch your footing. The wind is howling outside.
She gives a polite nod as the guest storms out of the cabin.
Look! I'm standing firm as a bolt!
And there he goes. The guest stands firm on the deck, like a warrior singing triumphantly between Scylla's cliffs and Charybdis whirlpool. That is, until he's struck by the power of the wind. 07, my dude. His scream is quickly drowned in the storm as he vanishes into the void. Well, that didn't work. One guest pulls the hatch closed again, blocking out the howling wind outside and returning to their...
is gone!
And returning their one safe haven to silence. Right.
Miss Grace, you murdered that man.
Well, technically no, she just didn't stop him.
What an utterly baffling accusation. Have I shot him? Stabbed him? No. The choice was always in his own hands.
Well, for once, I have to admit that she's correct. She didn't do crap in this case. The whole remains silent. After a long while, one quivering guest steps forward.
Captain, you said you'd save us if we joined Manus Vindicte, right?
It's not as simple as that, I'm afraid. But relax. There is only a small trial to pass. Then the new era waits.
Right, and the trial mentioned is the one that takes away the free will of the followers. She gestures to an all too familiar mask sitting silently on the
disoriented.
On the
Your
table.
body will be in no danger.
So, if we all put on these masks, then this nightmare will be over?
No, it will be replaced by a new one.
Things can't get any worse than they are now, can they? Give me the mask!
See, about that. Things, if you only knew how worse they can get.
Oh, lost lambs. This will be the bravest leap you've ever taken over the fence.
Welp. Sonetto turns to the crowd.
Please, everyone, don't fall for her lies.
Well, maybe elaborate then, Sonetto. Tell them what the masks do.
She doesn't offer you salvation, but slavery. Don't give up your free will. Listen to her. We've got to be free to choose for ourselves. Rock, blues, classical, or heavy metal, it doesn't matter. Each of us is our own melody. The Manus will take that from you.
Honestly, Regulus, this is not the best allegory to use at the moment, but sure.
It's our turn, Timekeeper.
Turn for what?
I'm at your command.
Thank you. I guess.
All right. Our priority is to bring the guests back to their senses.
Sounds nice. How though? What are we fighting even? The random passengers? Huh. So we are just fighting the crowd.
Dental checker.
I don't know how well this is going to work out, but sure, I can beat up people. Why not?
The St. Pavlov Foundation will ensure your safety.
But you and your foundation have been hiding the truth behind the storm from the public. How can we trust you?
Yeah, no good answer there.
Don't lose hope. The Foundation and the LSCC have been working hard to overcome the storm, and we've never been so close to achieving it.
Really? Is that true?
Yes. Our research on the storm is on the verge of a breakthrough. One that will benefit everyone.
Come on, guys! Do you really want to plaster one of those things on your face? You'll never be able to eat again or listen to music. Blimey! What kind of life would that be?
Don't waste your breath on these lapdogs. They're all bark and no bite.
Right. Okay.
Let me think on it.
So I guess this is a stand-in for a diplomacy fight.
No worries.
Crackers and fireworks!
And that's that. Thank you for your cooperation.
And they're cooked. Now wave 2.
Easy. Copy that.
Ah, an interesting one. Relax.
Thunder to me!
Easy enough.
Thunder Talisman Scientific Version!
Ah, what a bloom. I smell the scent of mint oil.
And they are dealt with.
The civilians have calmed down, Timekeeper.
Yes, because they are unconscious. We've beat them down.
Take a moment. I'll deal with the rest. No, Sinetto. This crisis is far from over.
Correct.
Good grief! How many passengers are on this bloody thing?
I'm guessing something close to a few hundred. The cruise liners usually have passenger complements close to 1,000 or something like that, I think. The guests remain in turmoil as the believers and skeptics argue among one another. Fear and confusion quickly spreads through them.
I did it! I put on the mask!
Fear and confusion quickly spreads through them like ink in water, and soon... Right. Give me a second, gonna clean my nose, because honestly, the infection is still not gone. So... Much better. Okay, we can continue.
I'm saved!
You know.
Thank you, Miss Grace!
It hurts! It hurts so much!
Help!
Well, that's a voice acting of all time, I guess.
We can't let more of these people give in to their fears.
Her voice is almost entirely drowned out by the roaring crowd.
These stubborn outsiders must be silenced. Take them away.
And you were such a cool guy before.
Let our revenge begin with them.
Bernukateo!
Salome, take my troubled sister back to her room. The softness of her heart has clouded her judgment, just as her shell shows.
Chief.
Black ink seems to stain every one of their faces. The upheaval has engulfed the Nukatai along with countless other innocents.
Mom, I want to go home.
Just think of something happy, sweetheart. Remember that toy your dad bought you? It's waiting for you at home. We'll be there soon. Just put this on. We'll be there soon.
Right, not the best idea. Trembling, the mother slowly lowers the mask on her child's face.
No!
Barcarola lunges forward, knocking the Manus mask out of her hand. Good job.
I don't believe your job description permits you to interrupt our guests. Does it, Miss Barcarola?
I don't know if you noticed, Grace, but she's not really following your plan.
I don't understand, Captain Grace. Why are you letting this happen? Why are you doing this?
Because that was her plan from the start. She's not exactly a good person. Newsflash. Grace carefully picks up the still humming mask and brushes off the dust. She steps forward.
Cheer up, dear girl. Hold that chin up high. Now that's the spirit. The brightest star of the free breeze forever and always.
And is she going to plaster that mask on her?
Just take a look. Your loyal fans are waiting for your next show. Won't you play some of those beautiful melodies for them again?
But, Miss Grace, what do you mean by the storm and diseases of the world and this new era?
Oh, it's all so much simpler than you think, Miss Barcarola.
It's just propaganda.
In the new era, all that you hated in this time will vanish, as if it had never been there at all. The city of violins you swore you'd never return to will soon be forgotten, washed away in the coming storm. Your wish will come true. You'll never need return to it. You couldn't even if you tried.
Never again?
Memories of her home return to her as if she were there just yesterday. Holy tinnitus, my ears, holy hell. The towering bell tower of the cathedral, the creaking footbridges of the dock, the Cremona Music Festival competitor list, and that never displayed her name, and the distant scent of the torta and risotto. She has been far away from that world for so long, yet there before her eyes, she sees it again.
What was it you said about that rotten little town? The monotony of sound, the disappointment of those old fossils and their little worlds. Is that right?
Yes. I said I never wanted to go back.
Now, keep your hands steady this time, my dear. You must be certain.
Right. Cold metal meets Barcarola's hand, jolting her back to reality. Her trembling hand reaches for her peculiar silent instrument. She cradles it in her arms.
My crackling box.
The familiar texture of the adhesive holding it together reassures her. She runs her fingers over it before greedily moving on to the rest. Then, in the intricate structure of the instrument she created, she finds all the pieces of that familiar thing. A fingerboard, strings, a sound post, a bridge, tuning pegs, a violin. A sudden warmth burst forth within her, urging her to push the mask aside. Okay. She made her decision, apparently. Let's see how it plays out. Manuscript awaiting publication. Perhaps a few more names should be included in the list of our authors. Initiate review. Research on stable materials, validation from artificial storm experiments, first draft. Abstract. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 1.1, Research Background and Significance. Chapter 1.2, Current State of the Academic Research. Next chapter, Immunity Ritual. Next chapter, Space Telescopes. Last one, Chaos and Pneuma. Note, this section references the Lorentz butterfly, and the reproducibility of the results is subject to verification. Existing issues in current research. Main research contents of this paper, and Chapter 2, Experimental Materials and Methods. 2.1 Experimental Materials, Biological Materials, Seeds, Resins, Young Dragon Tongue Tubes, Vesicle Bags, Fire Moth Powder, etc. 2.1.2 Mineral Materials, Obsidian, Sea Urchins Fossils, Volcanic Rocks, Chalcedony, Vermiculite, etc. I don't even know how to pronounce this correctly. 2.1.3 Artificial Products, Camera, Spectrometer, Records, Compass, Nixie Tube, etc. 2.14 Arcane Items, Critter Hair, Slime, Condensed Raindrop, Mithril, Platinum, Uja, etc. Note, the slime samples contain arcane materials related to Manus Vindictae. A report is to be filled to the Timekeeper. 2.2 Experimental Equipment and Instruments. We need to read through all this, honestly. Anything interesting in here? Experimental methods, criteria for selecting sites of supernatural phenomena, connections of water sources to reaction containers, injection methods of asymmetrical nuclide preparation and use of 73.5% rainwater. Standards for experimental logs and waste disposal. Properties of experimental materials in the storm environment. And so it goes. Honestly, there's nothing of significance in here, I don't think. This is basically an abstract of a research paper, and nothing else. Out of most of those side pieces of lore, this is one of the more useless ones, at least to my eyes, to my perception. Materials that can suppress era sickness, materials that can aggravate era sickness, materials with no significant correlation. Okay, sure. Let's not dwell on it. Part 15. A new page turned.
I'm confused, Toa. If these disbelievers are a danger to our vengeance, why are we only locking them up? Shouldn't we just toss them overboard?
Well, this should be one of the signs that this is all bullshit.
The chief wants Fatutu to decide how to deal with them. A test of her allegiance and her conviction. After she puts on the mask, of course.
After she puts on the mask, none of this will matter.
You're afraid, Salone. Don't be. The trial isn't difficult. I see things so clearly now.
Right, because you have no free will left.
I don't know, Toa. I trust in Kamutsa's leadership, but still...
Just like always, You're waiting for everyone else to test the water before you jump.
I just feel that there's something wrong.
And you are correct.
You say you're not afraid, Toa, but I hear your chains clinking. You're shaking too.
Shut up. That's only because we're in a freezer.
Temporary brick. Familiar place.
Blimey, locked up again. At this rate, I'll have my imprisoned on all 7 continents bingo card before I turn 20. It's an honest bet I've spent more time behind bars than my own home.
Almost like a IRL streamer these days.
I wasn't aware that you had a home. Beyond the ship, I mean.
Course I do, love. The whole of London is my home. I've walked its streets. I've inspired its people. I fought for its music. Its spirit stamped on my very soul.
She paces back and forth in the cell as she passionately proclaims her cause. Rebellious artists often fall into such radical expressions.
And jolly old London will always have a harbour open for this captain and her apple as a token of... Wait, Barcarola, what are you doing here?
Well, she's now on your team. Surprise. A familiar silhouette appears in the prison door window.
Well, I suppose those tin heads aren't the type to appreciate a true artist. Jealous of our talents, no doubt.
Miss Grace said to give you special treatment, Barcarola. But I warn you, these prisoners are ours to deal with. So don't get any ideas.
What? Barcarola, don't tell me you're siding with these tone-deaf goons!
Don't think she is. The door creaks open and Regulus stumbles back a few steps. What greets her isn't a familiar sweetheart of the ship, nor the elegant musician, but the tear-streaked, almost disheveled and helpless face of a young girl.
I'm just confused. It seems like there's only one way forward, but the captain said that only those who put on the mask have a chance to survive the storm.
And that's a lie. We have another way. Through Vertin and her suitcase.
And that everyone else, the unbelievers, the Forsaken, will vanish. Miss Vertin, tell me the truth. Please. What will happen if I put it on?
Basically, you'll lose any sense of self. Her voice is almost entirely drained of strength.
If I reach this beautiful new era Miss Grace speaks of, what will happen to Cremona? The streets, the cathedral, all of the people I grew up with.
From your perspective, there will be gone, one way or another.
Will I ever be able to see them again?
Not really.
The truth is, after the storm there may still be a Cremona. But every face, every song, every brick from each house to the cathedral will be different. The storm will wash away almost all traces of this era. But you can still help us, Miss Barcarola.
Me? How?
No matter when the storm arrives, we must fight till the last second to help as many people survive as possible.
I need some time to think.
The door slams open again.
Your visiting time is over, Barcarola. Better not overstay your welcome.
Barcarola wipes the tears from her eyes, taking deep breaths as she tries to steady herself.
I have another request. Could you tell me where Fatutu is?
Do we even know?
I just want to see her, is all. As a friend.
She's in another brig, I'm betting. The captain's cabin is calm compared to the carefully crafted atmosphere of fear and eeriness on the rest of the ship. A delicate hand turns the knob on the radio, switching it to a more secretive frequency.
They're well aware of your contribution.
To follow their divine guidance, we must be willing to renounce both body and mind.
Was that Forget-Me-Not? From the image shadow of a miniature and the voice, I'm guessing this was Forget-Me-Not.
Well done, Apostle
there we go.
Grace. To think those white suits are so sure they've caught us off guard. Oh, I can't wait to see the despair in their eyes when they fall flat on their faces. I can imagine it now. Let us all observe a moment of silence for those lost in our latest failure. Let us honor them as eternal monuments of our cause. How pathetic.
Despite the static, the ridicule in Forget-Me-Not's tone rings clear.
Oh, and what about this Laplace rat that I hear is stowed away on board?
Yes, the awakened ferrofluid sample named Ulrich. One of the major contributors to the creation of the Equilibrium Umbrella.
Let's hope his little umbrella keeps him dry. Because if he isn't careful, he may end up in much deeper waters.
Yeah, they're still sour because the Foundation figured out some of the technology from the ritual that they stole.
The ritual materials are nearly assembled, and we are accelerating our recruitment. But the Nukutai spirit shells have yet to reach their most optimal form. It could hinder the stability of the ritual if they're not immersed in pure negative emotion.
Your commitment to quality is impressive, but the shells needn't be perfect to perform as needed. Do not waste time unnecessarily. Do you understand, Apostle Grace?
So they're using those magical shells of the Nukutai in some way to accelerate the storm, or what?
I trust you've learned from the last failure.
Yes.
Excellent. A teleportation array has been set up for you, but it will last only a short while. You must begin the ritual as soon as your ship reaches the target location. Manus Vindicte awaits your return.
Yes, Mr. Forget-Me-Not. I will always follow their guidance.
The communication ends, leaving only the echo of the final words spoken through it. Grace raises a pale hand and gently caresses the intricate patterns on the spirit shells. Silence fills the room. Another part done. Okay. They're quite long, honestly, compared to the previous ones. Evaluation meeting. We need to first determine who's at fault before we can identify Jesus Christ. Identify who needs improvement. Listen in. Accountability measures. We can't allow failure and betrayal to run rampant indefinitely. Don't you agree, Miss Grace? The shadow of the serpent twists under the light, appearing several times larger than its true form. Yes, replies another shadow, trying to lower itself as much as possible. You quickly identify that the toy was a contract item used to control the succubus, which is impressive. It also shows you're different from Matthias and possess wisdom befitting an apostle. The steering rod clinked against the teacup, producing a melodic sound. I'm sorry that others fell to Kimberly's betrayal. I did overestimate the potency of the contract item. If you'd show less mercy to that succubus and given her stricter orders, this tragedy might have been averted. Likewise, if you had been more ruthless in Texas, you wouldn't have wasted so much time there and would not have lost the contract item in the chaos. Although, in the end, losing it was Igor and his subordinates' fault, not yours. Thank you for your guidance and understanding. Steel yourselves, merciful little Grace. Showing compassion to a viper only gets you bitten. Remember this in your next mission. The Nukotais, they will present us with their spirit shells. Your capabilities are undeniable. I still hold some faith in you. At last, the hot cup of tea is stirred into a cold one, and the serpent's shadow vanishes out the door without even flicking its tongue. Oh, and I shouldn't need to remind you, any unforeseen events during the mission must be reported. Especially anything related to Vertin. This is also according to the guidance. Yes, it's all for the return. Right. Okay, so before we continue, I'll take a short bathroom break, so be right back and we can continue. And I'm back. Alright. And so, part 16, Barcaroli.
Subito sera. It's no use. The cabin's wall is heavily reinforced. My arcane skills can barely scratch it.
Interesting. So, they are specifically reinforced against arcane skills or what?
I guess that's why they didn't even bother taking our stuff. Ulrich, you've got to have some miraculous trinkets up your sleeve to bust us out, right?
I highly doubt that.
You're the pride of Laplace, after all.
Laplace is not a circus, and I am no magician.
Well, technically you are. All arcanists are magicians, so to speak.
But I may have something that can help. I have a small amount of TNT and some papier pillar solvents.
We'll solve this with the explosives that I found. Sure. Good thinking, Ulrich.
The former can blast the door open, However, it will likely blast us to smithereens along with it.
True.
The latter is much safer, of course. All we need to do is apply to the walls and then wait for a couple of days.
Well, a couple of days is not exactly an acceptable amount of time, is it?
We're abso-friggin-lutely screwed, aren't we?
Don't be gloom, Miss Regulus. We aren't beat yet.
Ulrich sets aside the obvious useless tools. He has made a much more important discovery.
Take a look at this, Timekeeper. I've been recording the Free Breeze's heading since it left Sydney.
Okay, what about it?
Though unfortunately, something has been jamming our signal. Yet, we can still extrapolate from my earlier readings that the ship is not heading to its advertised destination.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
It's heading steadily southward.
Okay.
It appears so.
Her thoughts churn more violently than the fair fluid's vibrations.
The forecast of the storm, the sudden eclipse, the mask trials, and the speed at which the Free Breeze is now heading. If all they wanted was to recruit more followers, they would allow for more time to convince the others.
They are on a tight schedule, it seems. We don't know why, though.
However, if the storm is indeed coming, then why would we be racing forward through these reefs? Their actions don't seem to be aimed at recruiting, nor at passing through the storm. Rather, they seem to be aimed at...
causing a storm? Do something?
Intimidation.
Yes, but to what end? The air in the cells seems to momentarily stagnate.
This would add weight to the possibility that the storm they're promising is only a trick to inspire more fear.
Right, so what I was guessing a moment ago, that the storm is a fake.
That said, we must consider the chance of the storm occurring, no matter how slim it may seem.
Ulrich stands tall, unwavering in the face of conjecture.
Until the truth is ultimately revealed, all we can rely on are the instruments in our hands and the readings before our eyes.
Then we are agreed, Mr. Ulrich. Whether the storm is coming or not, we need to be well prepared.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
We've brought quite a few equilibrium umbrellas with us, and my suitcase can also serve as a temporary shelter. However, that will do nothing for the humans aboard.
Don't the equilibrium umbrellas work on humans as well?
Your suitcase! Then the rumors are true.
What rumors? Isn't it a well-known fact that the suitcase protects Arcanis?
No wonder the Stick in the Mud Foundation greenlit you to build your own team.
Ulrich stares intently at the suitcase held in her hands.
I would give anything to analyze it one day.
I'm certain that day will come, eventually. Sonetto, how many equilibrium umbrellas have we brought exactly?
Exactly 73.
That's a lot, actually. So that's, at the very least, 73 people saved, I'm presuming? But because I'm guessing that one can only protect one person, right? A sufficient number to cover all the comrades in the suitcase. Unfortunately, it's far from enough to account for the nearly 1,000 people aboard the Free Breeze. Right. Yeah, as I was saying, the cruise liners usually have close to 1,000 passengers on board.
Cheer up, ladies. Our hopes are not dashed just yet.
What do you have for us?
Mr. Ulrich, you're not speaking of your artificial storm experiment, are you? We have neither the time nor personnel to assist you with it.
Unless this can somehow help us?
And I implore you to consider the potential risks, especially in attempting it alone and under these conditions.
Ulrich eagerly continues his explanation, heedless of his companion's concerns.
Irrespective of your concerns, thanks to those oily heads and their quirky masks, I have acquired more than enough asymmetrical nuclide R to perform the immutability experiments.
Okay, and how does that help us?
But have you considered the side effects, Mr. Ulrich?
The ferrofluid holds for a moment.
It's true. There is the risk of unavoidable side effects the experiments pose. And I admit that, if I were in the lab, we would use much more time and caution. But on this ship, I am the only one capable of withstanding the effects of the storm syndrome.
Despite his seemingly calm tone, a new round of protestation is volleyed his way.
Hold on, hang about. Have you gone right off the dock? Oh, we can't afford to lose you, genius. You're the only gadget guru we've got. Oh, we're counting on you to fix the signal.
He grabs Ulrich by the tank and frantically shakes it, sending the ferrofluid swirling inside.
Mind the negativity, Regulus. I may be a scientist, but I'd rather not have the bad omens. It does take time to recover from the storm syndrome. Indeed, it could be as long as 3 months, or a few weeks. But hey, it may well be just a matter of seconds. Fortune favors the bold, you know.
But if I've learned anything at Laplace, it's that we'll need to do dozens of tests.
I agree with Regulus. Your plan is too reckless, Mr. Ulrich.
For once, Regulus is correct.
Our priority should be to find a way to escape this ship safely.
She looks through the cell door window. There's no one outside.
What about Miss Barcarola? Do you think she'll stand with us?
I think that she needs a little push, but yes.
She will. I have faith in her.
Mr. Essam, would you lend me a hand, please?
What brought our brightest little star? Oh, look at you out of breath and all covered in dust. What happened?
Easy, easy, Barcarola. We're here to help.
The warmth of the greetings causes tears to well up in her eyes.
That's right, Signorina. Why don't you tell us what happened? The captain told us to stay put, but we'll do whatever we can to help you.
The Free Breeze will never go home again.
What?
Captain Grace said this era is coming to an end, and only those who put on a Manus Vindictae mask and pass its trial can reach the new era with her.
Sorry, what? You just turned your old friend Charlie's brain into a knot. Where are we going, then?
There's no telling where, or even when we'll end up. Could be someplace 10 years ago, or even 100 years.
You mean we're traveling through time?
Well, if what Grace is saying is correct, you are getting a re-tumble through time.
I don't know.
I've got to admit, Signorina, this all sounds a bit too wild to be believed. But as sure as a compass points north.
He gently pats her on the shoulders with a large, rough hand.
I will trust you mean every word you say.
Thank you, Giovanni.
So, you're saying if we don't do something, then none of us will ever see home again?
Correct. Her silence is answer enough. The sailors exchange a glance, needing no words to make their decision.
It's decided then. We'll fight by your side, Miss Barcarola.
Well, that was easy.
Because none of us wants to find ourselves in a random land back when the dinosaurs roamed.
You got that right. I won't let them ruin my retirement.
We'll sail ourselves home if we've got to. One thing's for certain. I don't want to be stuck here for the rest of my life.
All right, gentlemen, enough with the words. It's time to take action. Miss Barcarola, is there anything we can do?
Yes, of course.
Alright, so she's assembling a rebellion on board. That's good, question mark. Guess we'll see how it plays out. So that's another part done. Now part 17. Dissonance, right.
Hey, the Nukatai nutjobs outside are gone. Oh, don't tell me they've abandoned ship and left us here to starve. Come back here, you yellow-bellied cowards. This pirate is not going to Davy Jones' locker without a fight.
Having satisfied her anger by yelling through the porthole, she turns to the others.
Sonetto, are those solvents working at all? Tell me they are.
It appears the outer layer of the door has already dissolved substantially.
Excellent. The papier pillar solvents are more effective than I anticipated. At this rate, the door should be fully dissolved in approximately 13 hours.
That's still a long time.
Oh, wow! That fast? Really, Fish Tank? I'll be waiting with bated breath.
Also, you don't need to dissolve the door completely, do you? You just need to dissolve the section over here where the locking mechanism is. So that could be done in like, what, 2 hours? Comparatively? She furiously shakes his glass tank.
Hey, why don't you just whip us up a few helmets like yours? That way you can just blast the door open with TNT and we'll be sound as a pound. Well, our heads at least.
My helmet is made of regular silica, 7.092% calcium magnesium carbonate, and 3.27% aluminum oxide. I'm afraid it's no more explosion-proof than your regular old skull.
So it's just glass, effectively. Regulus slams against the door as the last vestiges of the resistance leave her body. A faint shout comes from the other side of the door.
Regulus, I'd stay away from the door if I were you.
Huh?
They're here.
Okay, so a rescue? Question mark?
Hold on to this anchor like your life depends on it. We ram the door open on the count of 3.
The helmsman's voices are like music to the ears.
3.
Okay.
2.
A nearly soul-steering impact.
1.
With the final count, the supposedly unbreakable door collapses. The cheering of familiar faces echoes through the room. Regulus swears it's the most beautiful noise she's ever heard.
Right on! Oh, I knew you'd come through for us, Barcarola. A rising star through hell or high water.
You have our thanks, Miss Barcarola.
Right.
I just want to save as many people as possible. For the pride of the Free Breeze.
Okay, you are getting adopted as well.
We aim to do the same thing.
After a pause, Ulrich steps forward.
Timekeeper, I need to get to the radio room. It's likely to be the only place on the ship that will be able to get through their jamming.
She turns to Ulrich with a solemn look on her face.
I'll bring good news, I promise.
You better.
I see. Regulus, you should go with him.
No. I don't need additional manpower for such an easy...
1 second. The problem with... the OBS for a second. Ah, there we go. I think it's fine now.
I insist. We can't afford to lose anyone, Mr. Ulrich.
He places a compact device in his leather-gloved hand.
This is...
The Pioneer's Mark I positioning system. The latest in technology from Laplace.
But if I recall correctly, it's never been mass-produced. Only a few prototypes were made available.
What does it even do?
And this is one of them. If anything happens, someone can use it to track you down if you're in serious trouble. Like if you've fallen into the sea.
That's useful.
This will surely come in handy. Thanks, Timekeeper.
Good luck, Mr. Ulrich.
He won't need it, because no one knows radio systems better than this captain.
Do you now? She nods before the two vanish around the corner.
The rest of us need to return to the lobby and get the masked guests under control.
By that, you mean that we need to beat them up again, I'm guessing?
Sinetto, do we have sufficient sedatogens left?
Yes, Timekeeper. We still have plenty.
She turns to the helmsman.
Gentlemen, I'll need your assistance too.
Of course, ma'am. Miss Barcarola already told us everything. Sounds like helping you means we're helping ourselves.
Well, that simplifies things significantly.
SM, do you know where we can find the spare keys to the passenger cabins? We have another friend to free.
Right, Fatutu, I'm guessing. Elsewhere on the ship, two stealthy figures navigate through the darkness.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Are you doubting my capabilities?
Not exactly.
Okay, the broadcasting room is empty.
It's only that I expected they'd have this place locked down like the crown jewels. But nobody's here.
Yeah, that's suspicious, honestly.
We'll concern ourselves with that later.
Alright.
Let's get to work, Regulus.
Ignoring Regulus's wandering about, Ulrich quickly channels his thought current into the broadcasting console. The hell is that?
Coastal Base Station, come in. Coastal Base Station, come in.
So he can just directly control electronical devices or what?
Where's the International Maritime Organization when you need them?
Usually busy.
Laplace Australia branch, please come in. Laplace Australia branch, please come in.
I just checked out the wiring. All the signal transmitters have been sabotaged.
Ah, that's why they didn't bother monitoring this room.
No wonder there's been no sight nor sound of those oily freaks.
Ulrich seems surprised, retracting his thought current. He disregards the apparent predicament. He lays one peculiar item after another onto the table.
Reel it in, fish tank. You're not conducting the artificial storm experiments right here, are you?
Why not? We have a supernatural phenomenon, a vast water supply, sufficient asymmetrical nuclide R, and the required sound wave frequency ready in the transmission system here.
Don't we have other priorities right now?
If these aren't the perfect testing conditions for the artificial storm, then what is?
Wait. Are you forgetting what you just said to Vertin? What about all those side effects? You've got no bleeding idea how severe they'll be or how long they'll last.
Which is why it's lucky you were sent along with me, Regulus. If anything happens to me, you'll have to be the one to report the experiment's results.
That's a horrible idea. He gives her a hearty pat on the shoulder.
Whether the storm comes or not, we'll have made an undeniable leap of progress.
Well, that's a weird jump to conclusions, considering that they were supposed to contact people for help.
More than worth a bit of storm syndrome, no matter how nasty.
He tosses an equilibrium umbrella into Regulus's hands.
At least now you'll have an extra equilibrium umbrella.
He pays no mind to his immobile teammate. Instead, he meticulously sorts through the materials he has spread on the table.
Ulrich! I refuse to be a part of this!
That's a weird decision on his part. Maybe he has some kind of a plan in his pocket. We'll have to see. Next part it is. Part 18th, the 27 Club. In the cramped broadcasting room, the little lion and the light bulb are at a face-off. Excuse me.
What did you say?
Her unexpected declaration has caused the ferrofluid to come to a halt.
You heard me, you daft light bulb. I will not be your undertaker.
Regulus, you still haven't grasped the significance of this project, have you?
Neither did I, honestly.
We've figured out the principles of the storm, and even developed the means to create its simulacra. Yes, there's still much room for improvement, but we've already made a huge leap.
Okay, and?
And now, we finally have the opportunity to put our theories into application.
And how does this help our current predicament specifically?
Finding an immutable material is essential to our survival. The Regulus satellite proved it to all of us. Just think about it, Regulus. We are standing right on the cusp of the post-storm era.
Regulus hangs her head.
Fish tank? You planned this all along, didn't you?
Don't tell me you're worried about the funds and credit for the experiment.
I don't think that was her concern.
Laplace will cover all your potential losses and expenses incurred should anything go wrong. And whether this project succeeds or not, your assistance has been indispensable. Surely enough to earn you a fat bonus and a high rating for your salary review. And I will certainly not be hogging all the credit.
Honestly, Ulrich, that's not the issue at hand. The issue is that you first have to all survive this whole debacle on the sea to even get any credit. Ulrich stops upon seeing an even more resolute expression come across Regulus's face.
Whoa! No! Keep it in the tank! You've got me all wrong, Magnet Head.
Huh?
The two exchange stunned looks.
I'm a member of Laplace now, same as you. A researcher, not just an observer. I too witnessed the storm.
Ulrich has never seen Regulus so earnest.
So ergo, therefore, QED, I'll participate in your artificial storm experiment. Not as your note-taker, but as your fellow experimenter.
Okay, that's nice, but...
I never expected this from you, Regulus.
He knocks on his glass tank, perplexed.
Don't tell me my reports were really that bad. Never mind. Really, don't tell me. Fact of the matter is, I got an advance on my wages, so I fully intend to do my duty as a researcher. Besides, no rockin' pirate with a spine would ever leave their shipmates stranded in danger.
Ulrich squeezes Regulus's shoulder.
I admire your courage, truly. However, when it comes to these experiments, you must leave it to me. That is an order, Regulus.
His resolve is unyielding. He opens the door, signaling Regulus to leave his lab.
I need you to observe my status through the porthole and record our experimental data. You're the only one that can do it.
All right, Magnet Head, have it your way.
Eyes linger on the experimental materials in the case. Platinum Uja board, young dragon tongue tubes, fire morph powder, and numerous duplicate records. Wait, this reads as Ouija board, right? Not Oja. I'm reading that wrong, I think.
Say, Ulrich, do you like rock?
Now is hardly the time to chat about music, don't you think? I hope you won't be pestering me with more of these inane questions. And to answer you, I prefer brown noise. Its frequencies produce a soothing rhythm in my ferrofluid.
For real?
See? That's exactly why I can't leave it to you.
What?
This logical leap nearly causes Ulrich's circuits to crash. Honestly, I'm with him on that one.
I turned a blind eye to your blatant acts of piracy and brushed off your blasphemies against Rock. But if I miss out on an adventure like this, I'll forever lose the right to join the 27 Club.
What does that mean?
The 27 Club?
All the best rock stars die at 27, or in a blaze of glory.
What are you on about, Regulus?
This is my record, my responsibility. We might fall or even vanish. Maybe we'll get turned into cubes or paint or whatever. But at the end of the day, rock never dies.
What are you on about, Regulus?
Huh? Whether you're a rock legend or not, you shine with the radiance of humanity. Regulus, I salute both your experimental spirit and your rock and roll spirit.
I do not. I want to know what the hell is she even talking about in this moment.
There's only one thing left to do.
Those arguments make no sense.
Experiments on material immutability via artificial storm. Locale: radio room of the Free Breeze cruise ship. Experimenters: Ulrich and Regulus. Our experiment will now commence.
Right. That data supplementation. Please extract and record the useful content from this videotape. Begin extraction. Artificial storm experiment footage. Check it out. You are witnessing the greatest rock moment of all time, brought to you by the one and only rocking captain. Keep it down, researcher Regulus. I'm recording this. Hey, we could die at any second. No way I'm gonna stay silent. Then just keep yelling. We'll keep the control variables consistent. Now start testing the next material. Researcher Regulus, put down the dragon blood resin compass and pick up the platinum Ouija. Yeah, how's this? Have I become work of art yet? As with the previous material tests, Researcher Regulus's temporary storm symptoms have shown no improvement. The platinum Ouija is ruled out. This concludes the testing of the single material objects. Next, let's move on to the two material objects. Hey, is she going to be alright? Alright, so there are Just running the experiment. Why not? I mean, there's several reasons as to why not, but hey.
Miss Vertin, it seems all the passengers are gathered in the lobby.
Right. The group has finally arrived at the cruise ship's lobby. The place is a mess.
We've lost too much time. A lot of people have put on masks while we were locked up.
Not surprising.
We'll need to round up the ones that are still conscious.
Sure.
The hastily assembled rescue team leaps into action, breaking up rising quarrels and separating the crowd members fighting over masks.
Manager, more contenders? Like we don't have enough people wrestling for a mask.
Give me that mask, asshole! I'm joining Manus Vindicte. I will take the trial.
Clearly, any semblance of on-board etiquette has been long abandoned.
Sir, I believe you may be too weak to endure the trial. You should leave this valuable opportunity to someone who will be more useful to Captain Grace.
Please put the mask down, everyone. This isn't the way to survive.
Give it to me! That mask belongs to me! Miss Grace smiled at me once. She must like me. She'll want me to join her!
Jesus Christ, how horrifying.
I just don't want to be killed by the storm thing. I don't want to die.
The helmsmen dip and dive through the crowd as they administer sedatigens to the almost delirious passengers.
Get back to your senses, people! If I were you, I'd have thrown these creepy masks into the sea the moment I saw them!
That's the correct reaction. The Nukutai survivors watch the nearby rescue operation from afar. Thanks to Grace's kindness, the situation appears far brighter than the other guests. But not all of them share the newfound fate.
Salome, you must put on the mask, please! For our people. It's not scary, I promise. Would you rather be captured by those outsiders?
Go to the captain's room, Toa. You passed your trial. I'm sure the captain and our people there need you more than I do. I must stay here to look after Kitiona, Little Pita, and our friends who still seem to be lost.
What is wrong with you, Salome? All you need to do is put on the mask.
Salome breaks free of Toa's grip, nearly falling to the floor as she does so.
I'm sorry, Toa. I think Fatutu was right to have second thoughts.
Good girl.
Look at all the people who have put on the mask. Now tell me how many of them have survived.
Following Salone's tear-filled gaze, countless failures of the trial lie sprawled on the floor. Nukutai, Australians, Italians, not the Italians, sailors, merchants, tourists.
And what? You're afraid? Is this really more important than bringing our people home?
The storm outside continues to batter the ship. The lobby, however, grows increasingly silent.
You have changed. The Toa I knew would never have dared to ask me such a foolish question. Haven't you heard their cries?
You need to think of the future, Salome. The new, beautiful homeland we're going to recover. We could live peacefully once more. We could...
His tears mix with the viscous black liquid of the mask as they drip onto the floor.
Please stop, Toa. I'm sorry. When I see how tainted and twisted your spirit shell has become, I can't. I won't.
Salome crumples to the floor, her voice barely a whisper. Soneto spots them among the crowd.
I recognize her. That's Miss Salome. Timekeeper, I think they need assistance.
He rushes towards the Nukutai survivors.
Soneto, watch out!
A new
Right, and they are mind controlled already. Narrowly dodging the attack, Sonetto looks up in surprise. Beneath the cold bronze masks, viscous black fluid seeps from the Nukutai believer's eyes and mouths. The limbs have twisted into grotesque shapes, and they mutter to themselves, as though tormented by an unending pain.
Sonetto, get ready to use those sedatogens.
Can they even be saved at this point? Right, violence it is.
Dental checkup.
Так ярко и тепло. I've got your back.
We've got the whole team ready, so we can drop a nuke on their asses.
Copy that.
Let me think on. Relax.
This will
An
do.
interesting one. Crickets and fireworks. Concentrate and visualize.
Please, don't resist.
Rise.
Yep.
Don't take a wrong step. Так ярко и тепло.
I don't need that many healing incantations. Give me something better. This will do.
No worries. Or maybe take a deep breath.
Sure, why not? This works.
天道必反，其势好还。喏，法子领着。
Their frenzy subsides as the suffering individuals drift into slumber.
Pardon me for this, please.
Excuse me, you are being rescued. Do not resist. She sprays a dose of sedatogen over them. Unfortunately, the sedatogen seems to have little effect on those under the control of the mask.
What are you doing to my people? I won't let you hurt them.
We are not hurting them, you moron. Toa stands vigilantly before Sonetto, shielding the unconscious man's believers.
Miss Burton! Miss Sonetto! We're back!
Patetu comes rushing over.
Sloane, Toa, are you alright?
Tutu.
The encounter brings little joy. Toa, instinctively touching the mask clasped to his face, takes a few steps back.
I'm so glad to see you unharmed, Fatutu. But our friends...
I know what happened, Sloane. Parkerola told me everything when she got me out. I've made up my mind now. We can't wear their masks alone. We never should have agreed to their so-called revenge plan.
The Manus believers seem to latch onto her words, reacting as though they are a shot of adrenaline. Right. Toa leaps forward, the ragged claws tearing through his arm as he shields his childhood friend once again.
Toa! No! No! Why is this happening?
Blood splatters before her eyes, painting the lobby wall crimson. The believer's appetite for vengeance has only grown stronger.
Retribution.
They seem to be more frantic than ever before. Timekeeper, I suggest increasing the dosage of sedatogens.
At this point, let's just honestly break their knees and worry about it later. You have to immobilize them.
The mask's influence has wormed its way deep into their brains. I'm afraid sedatogens won't be able to awaken their consciousness any longer. They need something that reaches into their soul.
The Manus believers are determined to destroy everything in their path. As they surge forward, the crowd is pushed back. Barcarola is caught in the center of the chaos.
Isn't there something I can do?
Well, you can incapitate them. The wails, the cries, and the pounding rain outside nearly overwhelms her. Amidst the chaos, her bow slips out of her hand. She jumps at the sound.
Stop playing with that atrocious toy of yours and pay attention to the class, Barcarola. Music is a language that moves us on to a deeper level than any other, transcending both culture, place, and time. Whoever you are and wherever you go, it will always stir the depths of your soul.
So what? Is she going to use music to awaken them, or what? No need to remember, no need to think. Familiar, simple tones flow from her crackling box. A soft, indescribable melody washes over Fatutu. The song is both strange and yet intimate. Where is it from?
We're not so different deep down, are we?
Huh? What's that sound? Violins, piano, cellos, double bass, and flutes.
But violins? She hates violins.
I want to go home.
Her people raise their hands helplessly, clawing at the air. Tears blur her vision, but her thoughts only grow clearer. Through her hands are trembling, she gently lifts harmonica to her lips. Her quivering lips blow gentle rhythm. A new melody joins the ensemble. The islanders and the musicians exchange a glance, and with no baton nor words, music flows between them like an ancient, joyful river. Honestly, that's a weird picture to behold. Considering the circumstances, this is a very weird situation. The black liquid stills, no longer seeping from the masks of the helpless. The melody echoes through the lobby, gently closing the eyes of the tormented believers. Pa's raised hands finally fall, as through succumbing to a deep sleep.
It's over now, dear friends.
Barcarola nervously wrings her hands.
I'm sorry, Fatutu. I didn't expect my song to put your people in this state. I only wanted to help.
You did. You're the greatest musician I've ever seen.
But your friends, they've
gone home.
But
the lightly trembling shoulders before her suddenly feel unfamiliar. Had those fragile, tender shoulders always been so brave and resolute?
Look at the shining, pristine spirit shells around their necks. That is a sign. It tells us that their souls are at peace.
that her friends lived a full and honest life.
Alright. Wiping her tears, Fatutu gets to her feet and starts to gently collect her lost people's spirit shells. She can still feel the warmth in her palms.
Fatutu!
Before the warmth of the spirit shells can fade, Kamuta strides into the lobby, his demeanor cold. Okay, he's not going to like that, I'm guessing. So we can do another part, I think. At least one more. Elsewhere to home. This is part 20. Alright.
What are you doing? How could you side with our enemies? Against your own people? Against the ones who would rebuild our home?
Incredulous severity colors his tone.
You've brought shame on our people. You've disappointed me. Stop all this now and come with me. We will beg Miss Grace to cleanse your soul.
Like the countless times before, he waits for her to grasp his outstretched hand. I don't think this is going to work this time, my dude. An unexpected act of defiance.
Joining Manus Vindictae was a mistake, Kamutsa.
Kamutsa? That's how she pronounces it? Huh.
Their masks blinded our people. They tricked us with their lies and empty promises. But look, so many precious lives lost for nothing.
It wasn't for nothing. They died for the resurrection of Nukuteao. Isn't it your dream too? To rebuild our home in a land free of humans and their wickedness?
Fatutu shakes her head.
No, not anymore, Kamutsa.
She looks around her people, their faces marked with pain and confusion.
We may have lost our islands, but what we've done here lost us something far more precious. There's nothing in this so-called new era that Miss Grace promised us that is worth becoming monsters and corrupting our spirit shells. Our pride must be in ourselves and who we are. The shells around our necks, the words we speak to one another, the way we treat others with kindness, not hatred. That is what defines us. We are more than just how the outsiders can use us. More than our sea mother's eye. We are the wisdom of our elders and the traditions we keep sacred. And if our islands all sink beneath the waves, we will remember them in our craft and in our stories. We will remember the story of the brave Nukutai girl fighting off the series. We will remember them in the songs of Nukuteon. As long as we're together, Nukuteao, our home, lies beneath our feet.
Sure. Don't think this is going to work on him.
Didn't you say you would always have faith in me, Kamutsa? You believed I could lead our people to a better future. Now, I believe in myself too.
She raises her head, the shells on her chest heaving with every breath. They tremble in unison, resonating with the collective energy of the Nukutoai.
You'll be a better leader than I ever was, Fatutu.
Really? The expected reprimand never comes. She stares in shock at her brother. At his lips curled into a faint smile, at his trembling hand still extended out to her, and... at the black blood seeping from his eyes and ears.
What's happening to you?
Is he fighting the control? The towering figure before her falls to the ground. Right, so he fought off the control somehow.
I'm fine, Tutu. I'll be alright. You're right, dear sister. The words you spoke have opened my eyes.
Well, call me surprised, it actually worked. Faint words are forced through his blackened lips. As she cries out, heads turned towards her. The mask remains tightly affixed to Kamuta's face, its black liquid nearly covering it entirely.
It's the mask's punishment.
I don't understand.
Manus Vindictae used their masks to sift out their most loyal followers. Those who pass the trial can retain their personality and memories. However, if they should show any signs of faltering in their faith, the mask will punish them. Their consciousness will be devoured by the fathomless depths of Arcanum, until they become nothing but a walking corpse, caught in eternal agony.
A slow clap breaks the silence.
Well, well, I am stunned by the breadth of your knowledge of our operations, Miss Vertin.
Well, honestly, you were spewing your secret left and right to Vertin every time we encounter your kind.
But I must remind you, gossip like that is terribly bad manners.
And what you gonna do?
Is it any wonder why our guests look so terrified? Though it does pique my curiosity. I wonder, even with all you said, do they fear us more than they fear death?
Her commanding gaze hovers over the ship's passengers before finally landing on her former follower.
What a pity, Mr. Kamuta. I had high hopes for you. It seems our friendship has come to an untimely end.
Her words are cold and emotionless, instilling a new fear in the crowd.
The people here know the truth about your masks. There's no sense trying to deceive them any longer.
Oh, is that so?
Grace slowly advances, her steps poised.
Timekeeper, stay behind me.
Sonetto imposes herself between the two, poised to fight.
Oh, what do we have here? How adorable. The ever-loyal deputy leaps into action. But we're on a tight schedule, and I don't have time to play games. There's no power in your shiny little badge here.
She glances at the Foundation emblem on her chest.
Mr. Kamuta, Manus Vindictae will forever remember your contribution. Farewell.
For Tutu, watch out!
Sleste tu pandva.
Okay, and what does this do? Did she do something to her brother, or what? What are we fighting? A cocooned being. Encased in a cocoon formed by the dark sea wind, this fragile chrysalis is like fine silk, intricately woven with patterns of black and blue. Did she turn his body into something? That's my guess. Right.
Miss Grace deliberately led us here to the deck. But why?
Timekeeper, the fog is thickening by the minute. The low visibility might hinder our ability to use arcane skills.
As suspected. Our attacks can't reach her from this distance.
Please allow me to spearhead the assault.
Be careful, Sonetto.
Is that a cocoon?
Apparently so.
Is Miss Grace inside? No. This power feels more complex than any person, and much more dangerous.
Timekeeper, the cocoon is affecting the masked guests somehow. Look, they're writhing in pain.
We have to act fast. Finish this before more civilians fall victim.
Understood.
Well, I'm guessing that I can finish this in a single turn. Unless some weird mechanic interrupt us. Okay.
Got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
Sanctuary Concerto gameplay intro. When homophones reach certain levels, Sanctuary Concerto gains 1 charge. Tap on the yellow icon to cast Sanctuary Concerto, dealing Genesis damage to all enemies and granting shield to all allies. If shield already exists, the shield value will increase. I don't think we'll need that. Alright.
Easy.
No worries.
And let's drop this. Should be fine.
Concentrate and visualize.
Lily!
Please, don't resist.
Thunder Talisman, scientific version!
Why, Miss Grace? They've already given their souls over to you. Why do you insist on taking their lives too?
Because to her they are just tools. Simple.
Betrayal bears a hefty price, Miss Fatutu. The lies of the Foundation have twisted your minds. You're confused, disoriented. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from them.
No! You're the one who lied to us!
I've done nothing of the sort. I will guide you to a brighter future. To a home untouched by the tsunami. Just as I promised. My friend.
I don't believe you. Not anymore.
What a pity.
Okay, what does it do? Well, nothing really.
Hurry along, my dear guests. Say your farewells to our beloved free breeze while you still have the chance.
The cocoon! It's breaking open!
Stay calm, Sonetto. This is our chance. Time to destroy this thing and save the free breeze.
What in the fresh hell? Okay, it's somehow surviving. Interesting.
I've got your back.
So we have to dump more firepower into it. What statuses does it have? A channel, damage taken reduction of 70% total. Alright, so we are dealing only 30% damage to it at the time. Duly noted.
Relax.
I can work with that, I suppose.
An interesting one.
Hold your breath.
Easy lah.
This will do. Should be cooked.
Please, don't resist. The stars are just out of reach.
Rise.
Ah, each hit reduces the stack. Gotcha. And it's gone. Still, it was very resistant. If I had any other team, this would be a hard fight. Honestly, out of curiosity, I'll try to do this with my poison team later and see how it goes. The arcane fluctuations gently dissipate around Grace.
Captain Grace!
What is it now, Miss Barcarola? I'm sure you've already guessed this, but you've been relieved of your duties here.
Well, that was a given.
Gaining the support of the Nukatai was never your purpose. Am I right?
Of course not.
Miss Grace, give me back my friends!
Grace ignores Fatitu's shouts and slightly furrows her brow.
Oh, Vertin. I could almost delight in your cleverness, if it wasn't so damnably frustrating.
She snaps her fingers. A worn, oddly shaped spirit shell rolls to Grace's feet. She picks it up, as if greeting a long-lost friend.
A pity. But there's no turning back now.
Hell do you mean, woman? The room falls silent once more. There is no sound but the howling of the wind outside. A burst of static echoes from the lobby speakers. Jesus Christ, my ears, why?
Hello? Hello?
Oh? Are you going to intervene somehow?
Can't anyone hear me? This is Ulrich from the Plaza Storm Research Group.
Oh dear.
The radio broadcast jolts the already frazzled guests.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm one of them right now. My tinnitus is suffering as well. The tinnitus-stricken guests look up, the broadcast still hissing incomprehensibly.
Everyone!
Jesus Christ.
We found a material that... Our storm problem is...
The room falls briefly silent. Then it breaks into thunderous cheers and applause.
What?
That wasn't exactly helpful. But I'm guessing from the broadcast that them and Regulus succeeded in finding something immune to the storm. Huh, okay. So I think that will be it regarding the parts of the main parts of the story that we go through on today's stream. And I'll top it off with another pull on the banner. Maybe I'll get the desired character that we try to get. Let's see. Right, Ramona. We are trying to get her. Okay, let's give it a spin. Ooh, not even a 5-star. That's harsh. I guess that's to be expected after the 6-star last pull. Not exactly surprising. So, I've got enough for another pull on Friday's stream. And that will be it for the foreseeable future. Well, we still have 7 days left, so I will be able to do some pulls maybe during next week, but it won't be many. Maybe 2 more at best. 1 is more likely. How many pulls did I even make on this banner so far? Record? Was this pity or not? I'm not entirely sure how far into pity I am on this banner. Since Skipperina, there was like 30 pulls or something, and I got Flutter Page along the way. So I think I'm nowhere near the PT for Ramona right now. If I understand the mechanic correctly. For pulls. Alright. So that will be it. Thank you for watching if you did. If you missed anything from the stream, I recommend going to my YouTube channel, which is linked in the description of my Twitch channel. Also, it's available through the chat command of !YouTube. and the upcoming schedule is linked in my Discord server, which is available through the link in the Twitch description and YouTube description, both. Also, you can use the exclamation Discord command to get the link directly. So, again, thank you for watching. I'll be taking my more or less 1 hour break, and we'll be back with Evil Within 2 stream. So we'll be back at 6 PM GMT +1, something around that. Okay, again, thank you, and see you again in an hour.